Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey.
Well, today we're doing something a little different. It may look like a lab assignment in here because there's so many glasses everywhere. So we're about to do a blind tasting by the request of my cousin Jason, who said, hey, I have some things from my area that I bet you haven't tried before, and I'm curious to see what your Bourbon Journey thinks about them. Will you do a blind tasting? So we do have a key here that's not been opened, so we have no idea what's going to happen. So to start with, we're going to do a really quick nose and taste without talking to one another about it, just to get a feel. Then we're going to pause, and when we pause, we're going to actually score them silently, and you would be bored if you had to watch all that. So then we'll come back and share some more notes with you. Okay. So let's dive in.
All right.
A. The last one is a bonus. So we are going to hold off on that one until after we've scored and discussed A through F. And then at the end, we'll try the bonus. So we're going to pause now so that we can do some scoring.
Okay, we're back. We spent, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so.
20 or 30 probably, yeah.
Yeah, kind of tasting and going over.
I mean, it is 6 samples.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to taste and digest.
So it's kind of a lot to taste.
Process.
We believe we have a clear winner and clear loser, if you want to say that. So, but what we're going to do is one more time, we're going to do like we did at the beginning. We're going to smell, taste all the way through, except for the bonus one. And then we're going to go ahead and see if what we've written down has changed. And if it has, then we'll adjust accordingly.
Yeah, we might give you some of our nose and tasting notes as we go along. After we do the final ranking, we'll share that a little bit. So
okay,
let's do it. Okay, so now that we've done that, do you have a clear winner?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is C.
Mine is C2 as well.
Second place?
Second place for me, it's B.
For me, I have 2. It's A and it's D.
Okay. And my third place actually is a tie. So my third and fourth.
Mine were ties as well.
Yes, will be A and D.
And mine is, so we're flopping, okay, basically. And then fourth place is F. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm anxious to open the key and see what we've been drinking.
Okay.
See what Jason did to us.
And Jason, thank you very much.
It's been really fun.
It was fun. It was enjoyable to do this.
Okay, let's see. So C, which is what we both picked first place, is short mountain bourbon, finished in a honey finish, and it's 117.2 proof. I'm not sure how to guess that. Did you have any honey notes on C?
On C,
I had caramel and smokiness. I had a little bit of licorice too.
I kept getting wine.
That's so funny. So we know that it was, finished in a honey barrel. So that's pretty interesting. B, Davidson Reserve. It's a wheated bourbon.
Interesting.
And it's 114 proof. I'm not sure I've gotten a wheater on that.
I didn't either. That's interesting. Because I kept getting corn on that.
Oh, B. No, I did have citrus notes, nuttiness, and some earthy tones. So that does line up with a wheater. So I think I was pretty close on that wheater note.
I can actually, it's funny because I kept putting down corn, and now I can see where that's a wheater.
E, I had had a lot of bright notes, some nutmeg, vanilla, and spice.
I picked up a lot of smokiness in the aroma, and I found the finish to be long.
That is a Jack Daniel's, and I guess single barrel proof.
Interesting. Okay.
133.2 proof. I got to taste that again because I did not guess that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have guessed anything was over 130.
No.
And I still wouldn't guess that. I would not have guessed that 133.2.
Absolutely.
So D, what are some of your notes? I had light lemon, orange marmalade on D, some grassy notes.
I really didn't put any notes down. There was nothing that stuck out to me.
Well, D was Uncle Nearest, 122.7 proof. I did not guess that proof on that one. I wouldn't have thought it was that high.
No.
Pretty interesting. And we do have some Uncle Nearest, but didn't guess that one. All right. A is Jack Daniel's Tennessee Travelers Sweet and Oaky. It's 107 proof. Now this is kind of funny because we almost kind of giggled about this because this is our last place was F, which is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye at 130.9.
That's funny because I did not like this. And I would have never guessed this a rye.
Well, I thought a couple of them kind of reminded me of ryes, but only one of them was apparently. But that Jack Daniel's, we did talk about, we have a single barrel from the Evansville Bourbon Society, which we also gifted a bottle of that to Jason. But this had some notes that reminded me of that.
Uh-huh.
It seems that we are simply not Jack Daniel's rye fans, which is really funny because I know a lot of the top 10 lists for the year and ryes had that on their top 10. It just doesn't match our palate. I mean, there's a lot of people that love it, but perhaps it's just not us. So this bonus, let's see.
I'm getting bacon spices in it.
Mm-hmm. Some caramel notes.
I think I'm getting ginger.
I'm already tasting it.
Okay.
It's very interesting. It's got great legs, but I'm not ranking it because we didn't go through the whole process with it. So let's see what this bonus was, which we didn't go through the rating system or anything like that, but the bonus is another Jack Daniel's, but it's twice barreled. It's a straight rye, 107 proof, and it's a Distillery series.
Interesting.
So it's probably a double oaked. I got some citrus notes on a few. I was picking up a couple ryes, but I wasn't positive. Now, Jason, remind me, I'm going to bring you a Distillery series we have from there, which is we have Jack Daniel's finished in tequila barrels.
Yes.
Which is pretty interesting. I'm just saying.
It is, and it's the honestly the one thing I've had from Jack Daniel's that I really like. You giving us this much Jack Daniel's, we will have to bring that bottle down for the family reunion because I think you will find it fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
We had a friend of ours that's a tequila drinker.
Yes.
Try it, and it blew his mind.
Well, tequila is so much agave, so you had a lot of sweetness on the back end of that from the agave barrels. It was just amazing. But I thought this was pretty fascinating. Looking back now that what we have, so we have 4 Jack Daniels, a Davidson Reserve, which I'm not familiar with.
No.
Short Mountain, which I'm not familiar with. And of course, Uncle Nearest, which we have been there and we do have some of their products. We do know them fairly well. We don't drink it frequently. But you know from talking with us, we're not massive Tennessee whiskey drinkers. So you're trying to convert us a little bit, and I appreciate that. Got to go outside of your comfort zone some days.
Yes, but I find it funny that the one that we picked was a place I had no idea about.
Yep.
Short Mountain Bourbon, SIB, honey finish. That was really outstanding. I thought it was a wine finish. I kept picking that up. And
well, it's probably the sweet notes from the honey that you were getting on that.
But
I got a lot of smoke on that one, which was really the one I got the most smokiness on from the barrel was that one. So that's pretty interesting for me.
It was really good. It's one we were talking about this, and I told Rebecca of all these, that's the one I would buy. And of course, we hadn't tasted that yet, but that's the one that even now, knowing that, I would buy that one.
Yeah, it was definitely our favorite.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, this was really fun. challenged our palate and our nose, made us really think, and we spent a lot of time on it. And you got us to drink some Tennessee whiskey that we don't do a lot, and you know that, so props to you for that. But thank you so much for inspiring this. It was really fun, educational too, because we tried some new things we haven't tried before, and I always love to do that. So let's pick our winner up here, number C, and we'll toast that as we sign off.
Short Mountain Bourbon.
Short Mountain Bourbon.
You guys were right in our wheelhouse. We may actually have to attempt to try to get down there and see you guys since we picked you. Thank you so much. Jason, thank you so much. Cheers. You have a great evening.
Cheers.